Hi everyone, I am Devi Salakchi from CSE Department, Rohini College of Engineering and Technology. Subject name is CS3452, Theory of Computation, Unit 4, Normal Forms and Turing Machine. Topic, Normal Forms of CFG. Objectives: to understand the concept of simplification of CFG, to analyze the different normal forms of CFG, to convert the grammar into CNF and CNF normal forms. Normal forms for CFG. Simplification of CFG. All the grammar are not always optimized. That means the grammar may consist of some extra symbol. Having extra symbol unnecessary increase the length of grammar. Simplification of grammar means reduction of grammar by removing useless symbols. The properties of reduced grammar are given below. Each variable and each terminal of G appears in the derivation of some word in L. There should not be any production as x tends to y where x and y are non-terminal. If epsilon is not the language L, then there need not to be the production x tends to epsilon. Reduced grammar. It's categorized into three: removal of useless symbol, elimination of epsilon production, removal of unit production. Removal of useless symbol. A symbol can be useless if it does not appear on the right hand side of the production rule and does not take part in the derivation of any string. For example, T tends to AABB, ABA, AAT. A tends to AA, B tends to AB, C tends to AD. Elimination of epsilon production. The production of type S tends to epsilon are called epsilon production. These types of productions can only be removed from those grammars that do not generate epsilon. First, find out all null able non-terminal variable which derives epsilon. Step 2. For each production A tends to A, construct all production A tends to X where X is obtained from any by removing one or more non-terminal from step 1. Step 3. Now combine the result of step 2 with the original production and remove epsilon productions. Example, remove the production from the following CFG by preserving the meaning of it. S stands to X, Y, X, 2, X stands to 0, X, epsilon, Y stands to 1, Y, epsilon. The solution will be S stands to X, Y, X. If the first X at right hand side of the epsilon, then S stands to YX. Similarly, if the last X is or HS equal to epsilon, then S stands to XY. If Y equal to epsilon, then S stands to XX. If Y and X are epsilon, then S stands to X. If both X are replaced by epsilon, S stands to Y. Now, S stands to Y, YX, XX, XY. Now, let us consider X stands to 0x. If we place epsilon at the right hand side of the X, then X stands to 0, X stands to 0x, 0. Similarly, Y tends to Y. Collectively, we can rewrite the CFG with removed epsilon production as S stands to XY, YX, XX, XY. X tends to 0x, 0, Y tends to Y, 1. Removing unit production. Use the following steps of removing unit production. Step 1. To remove X tends to Y and production X tends to A to the grammar rule wherever Y tends to A occurs in the grammar. Step 2. Now delete X tends to Y from the grammar. Step 3. Repeat step 1 and step 2 until all unit productions are removed. So example for removing production, unit production. S stands to 0A, 1B, C. 2A tends to 0S, 00. 3B, 1A. C tends to 01. S stands to C is a unit production, but while removing S stands to C, we have to consider what C gives. We can add a rule to S. S stands to 0A, 1B, 01. Similarly, B tends to A is also unit production. We can modify it as B tends to 1, 0S, 00. Thus, finally, we can create the CFG without unit production as S stands to 0A, 1B, 01. A tends to 0S, 00. B tends to 1, 0S, 00. C tends to 01. CNF. CNF stands for Chomsky normal form. CFG is in CNF if all production rules satisfy one of the following conditions. Start symbol generating epsilon. For example, A tends to epsilon. A non-terminal terminating two non-terminals. For example, S stands to AB. A non-terminal generating a terminal. For example, S stands to A. For example, G1 equal to S tends to AB, N stands to C, A tends to A, B tends to B. G2 stands, S stands to A tends to A, B tends to C. Step 1. Eliminate star symbol from the RHS. If the start symbol T is at the right hand side of the any production, create a new production as S1 tends to S. Step 2. In the grammar, remove the null unit and useless productions. You can refer to the simplification of CFG. Eliminate terminals from the RHS of the production if they exist with other non-terminals or terminals. For example, production S stands to AA can be decomposed as S stands to RA or stands to A. Step 4. Eliminate RHS with more than two non-terminals. For example, S stands to ASB can be decomposed as S stands to RS, A stands to AS. Thank you.